Hello and welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, home to the Freedom Trail, the heart of the American Revolution, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a team from the American, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the ACC, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU Cougars makes its way onto the field to open this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Finds his target down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. BYU right back to the line. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hagan. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off play action. Quickly complete. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, BYU! First points of the day are on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a... But they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Grab near the marker. It's Glover. Oh, better look out. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out. In this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Royer. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. BYU lines up quickly. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
One on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Bryant. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Glover. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's the pressure. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to change this route. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get
tags on the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision. Been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the running back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed. To the outside, so that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Bounced off his feet.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Royer. Caught, close to the marker, it's Glover. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Bryant.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Timeout called here by the defense. first one they've used this half.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Snap it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Let's go. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Try to march their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vegas.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
To attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fakes to grab. Nice move, create some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Well, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Madsen. Pressure coming. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Fenway Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cougars will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking to throw, it's Royer. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That was not exactly helpful to this defense as they'll have their backs against the wall as the ball will be put in play close to the 40. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. BYU right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down now, back at it.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the game.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line. those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you... Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Back to pass, it's Royer. Got a man, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. Defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. catch in the middle. It's Jackson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give out of the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Warrior. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Rebels. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Now that's a throw and a pocket. presence that will have scouts buzzing about this dude.
That's exactly what coaches talk about when they talk about pocket presence. Hanging in there, understanding I'm about to get hit, but I need to make this play down the field and give my receiver a chance. Unbelievable effort.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job. Coverage unit to stop the return man. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Got his man! How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? BYU lines up quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to...
There he goes! He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for room. It's Glover. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking to throw, it's Royer. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And that's a live ball behind defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! They move on top here in the fourth.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. That helped lead to the home run.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Royer. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a tough one, a 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Royer. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Glover. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He might want another play. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves.